Alright, so today we're going to do an install of this side lever for the UMAREX NOTOS. This side lever is from Maple Custom Products, and I have high hopes for it. One of the dislikes I have about the NOTOS is this charging handle. So side lever sticks out, should be a lot easier. I want this to be more kid friendly for my son. It's a little hard for him to get in here, but this should definitely help. Now off camera I've already removed the stock. This is the buck rail tactical grip for the NOTOS. You guys might have a stock NOTOS, but I removed the stock. I don't know if the gun needs to be pressurized or depressurized, but right now it is depressurized. So I don't know if you guys need to depressurize it, but usually whenever I work on any of my guns, I depressurize them just to be safe. Now we got one screw down here. It should be the same on the stock NOTOS, but for sure on this buck rail kit, it's a 2.5 millimeter. And there should be one right in there, right down there. Another 2.5 millimeter. I'm gonna try and hold all this down so the grip just doesn't fall off. Set this aside for now. Now when we take this off, there's a little spring inside here, little trigger spring. Might pop out, go flying. Do not lose that. Oh, just like I said. Oh, thank God. It's right here. I would have never found that in my garage. Next, we're going to remove the hammer spring out from here. I'm going to use a flathead screwdriver. Now I want to know what my setting is. That way when I put it back together, I'm still going to have the same setting, same velocities. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it in all the way, see how many turns until it's bottomed out. So I'm going to make note of this orientation right there. So I hold the gun like that. It's like at a, so there's 6, like a 7 or 8 o'clock, maybe like a 7:30. So right now I'm just going to tighten it down. So that was one, wait, that was half a turn. So it's one full turn. So that was 1.5. All right, so it's 1 3/4. I had to go back and watch the footage, I lost count. So it's 1 3/4 all the way in for me. You guys might be different, but at least I know when I put it back together, if I go in all the way and back it out 1 3/4, that'll be where I was set at before. All right, back to the install. So now we're just going to remove it. So we're going to righty tighty, lefty loosey. Make sure not to let things go flying out. So there's the spring cap, spring, hammer. With the hammer spring out, there is a small screw right in here. It's going to be 2.5 mil. See if that helps. Right here. Maybe it's not 2.5. Try this one. It's just 3 millimeter. 3 millimeter. All right. Set it aside and try and organize these some. I want to keep my order. And then the handle and probe are still held in place by a pin up here. And I forgot to take off this top pick rail. Let's do that now. I believe these are 2mm. So, yep. Okay, so there's a little pin right here. We're gonna need to punch that out from the bottom to remove the handle and probe assembly. And I hope I can do that. Not sure if any of you guys have any kids, maybe like around teenage years, but once they start getting into your toolbox, man, you lose a lot of tools. And so all I was able to find were these thicker punches, which might not be able to go in there. Heck no, it's not gonna work. It's gonna have to go in through here and then pass through here, push out the pin. Yeah, so I cannot find my pin. I'm gonna try and improvise and use this Allen wrench that I got, this 2.5, or is this a 2.0? So you can see there's a second hole right there that it's got to pass through. Awesome. All right, so there's the pin. Now this charging lever assembly should all just come out. This is how it was. I don't want to lose any pieces or get the orders wrong. So it looks like here's the lever, probe. You got a spring on this side of the probe. This little spacer. Set the spring aside. In some other videos I saw a small little copper washer. Wonder if here it is. Alright, so on this lever assembly, I don't know if you can see on camera, but right down in here you can see this edge of the pin has little grooves on it. And this edge is smooth. Smooth all around. This side has the grooves. So you want to punch out this pin from the smooth side out. You don't want to try and drive these grooves all the way in. You're going to mess it up. So we'll punch it from this side. Alright, so I just got 2 scrap pieces of 2x4 to kind of help support the lever so I can use some force, press down on the pin. This one, my punches should work. This one, I think this one might work. Let me just double check I got the smooth side. Yep. Starting to come out a little bit. It's taking some force. That's all right. Not hitting it super hard. There we go. So I want to try and keep the orientation that I had it. So that's how it was. So then this side is the bottom of the lever. A little pin fell out right here. So you can see the little grooved side and the smooth side. So smooth side was facing up. Up, I guess that's the bottom. This was oriented down. Okay, so now I got the side lever from the Maple Custom Products. When it came to me, it already came with this little, I guess, extended handle right here attached to it. I'm just going to screw this off for now. Before I do that, hang on. Let me show. So you can see there's two different surfaces, I guess, two different planes. This is the top side. You can see you got this part and this part. They're different planes. And if you look at the bottom, it's all flat. So that's how you're able to tell the top from the bottom. So right now this is just screwing off by hand. We'll get it tightened down once we get it all installed. Okay, so this was the bottom because it's flat. This is the top side. So now what we want to do push that on. You can see the hole lines up. Alright, so once you got the hole lined up, we're going to put that pin back in. So remember, we hammered on the smooth side out, so now when we put it in, it's going to be reverse. So that smooth side, flip that around. Smooth side is going to go in from top, and we'll tap that in. It's kind of hard to get it started without being crooked. I don't have a lot of dexterity in my fingers either. This is going to be a pain. So I just got some needle nose pliers. Let's try this. I'm just going to hold it. I just need to get it started. Once I get it started, it should be easier. That was started, but it looked super crooked. I'm just trying to fix it. Still looks a little crooked, but I think it'll find its way. Gosh dang it. They definitely don't make this with the intention of you modifying it. Let's just go with it. And get it down. I could probably hammer it down a little more on this. There it goes. Okay. Perfect. One thing I'm going to mention on other videos, they talk about this pin in here easily falling out. Mine hasn't, but just be aware that it could be another pin that falls out. If it does, just know it goes right there. All right, so this little washer, if I can get it, that's going to go on the bottom side. Then we got this spacer really tight. Come on. There we go. It's getting there. And then we got the spring. It's gonna go back over here. I'm gonna use a little pick right here just to make sure that washer's nice and snug all the way around in there. It's good. The spacer is gonna be actually oriented like this. Get everything lined up in here again. Nice. All right. Let's try and get it all back together now. There he goes. Nice. Okay. Wasn't hard, just a little like a puzzle. It's got to fit, you know. So we got to get everything lined up nice. So I'm going to go from the bottom, use my really long 2mm Allen. Just make sure all those holes are lining up. Good, they all line up. Nice, nice. Okay. All right, since we got this aligned well, we're going to put this pin back. Looks like all sides are smooth. So it probably doesn't matter which way it goes in. I don't want to lose the alignment. I'm just double checking because it came out pretty easily. It's not going in. I just want to make sure it's still all lined up. Okay, it is. Sorry for a shaky camera, but I'm just gonna try and tap this in a little with the rubber mallet. It's going in. Make sure it's still all lined up. It is. I think I might finish it off with a regular hammer. That's good there. Still functions. We're going to do this little screw now. That went down here. In this hole right there. I think this one was the 3mm. Yep. Probably gonna have to angle it a little bit. Nice and snug. Everything's still working. Next, we're going to put the hammer. There it goes. Hammer spring. Spring cap. Once I get the thread started, then I can go to the screwdriver. So I remember I was all the way in, and then I was 1 3/4 turns out. So I'm going to take myself back to there. 1/2, 1, 1/2, 3/4. And yep, it was like pointing right about there, I think. Close enough. Not going to affect the velocities too much. Okay, now we're ready to put the trigger and the grip back. Don't forget this little spring. It'll sit right there. And if I'm not mistaken, let me clean this up. If I'm not mistaken, it'll fit in right there. This is the tricky part. Yep, there we go. As the trigger springs back. Okay. Now we're going to put these grip screws back. The other one went back here. I kind of go from underneath. Nice and snug. Both sides are threaded. Looks like it'll work either direction. Let me get an Allen for here so we can get it really tight. All right, so it looks like it's a 5mm Allen. I'm gonna hold on to the threaded part down here while I tighten. Should be good. If I ever feel it loosening up, then I know what to do. Definitely easier to get to without being absurdly sticking out further. Yeah, I definitely think my son will be easier to cock the handle now. All right, we just put the stock back on. Don't forget this top rail right here. And that's it. Thank you, Jay from Maple Custom Products, for sending out this charging handle for the UMAREX NOTOS. You guys can find it on his website. It's pretty reasonably priced. See how it holds up. I like it. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I'm Justin from On Target Air Gunner. Let's shoot some more.